Taylor Swift's team allegedly told Megan Thee Stallion not to date Travis.
The Taylor Swift buzz is no longer just about her music or lavish celebrations. Recently, a viral TikTok suggested that Swift may have subtly asked Megan Thee Stallion to give Travis Kelce some space. Classic Swift-level finesse. Meanwhile, wedding plans are reportedly moving forward for Taylor and Travis, with insiders sharing all the details about the upcoming festivities and floral arrangements.
Say nothing.
That means it's happening.
I've signed so many NDAs.
Next, Swift is showcasing her influence in a new book, demonstrating just how much her fanbase can impact markets. And in a surprising twist, Tony Romo admitted on live air that he played a little prank on fans by calling Taylor Kelce's wife.
Throw something out and everyone looks into it so much. It's like, just a comment, just a joke.
A TikTok video has gone viral, racking up over 62,000 likes, suggesting that Swift may have quietly influenced the dynamics between Travis Kelce and Megan Thee Stallion. The two crossed paths on set, Travis bringing his bold energy, Megan commanding the scene, and their interaction was enough to get fans talking.
Silence! Open the gate.
According to the clip, once Taylor's team noticed the little Pepsi-fueled meetup, someone quietly sent Megan a friendly but firm back-off message. No drama, just classic Swift-level subtlety. Looking back, this isn't the first time Kelce's name has been linked to high-profile figures. Fans might remember rumors from the 2023 CMT Awards, where whispers suggested he tried to make a move on Megan, only for her to respond with a polite, neutral nod, basically a thanks but no thanks vibe. The new TikTok combined that old gossip with fresh speculation, and naturally the internet went wild.
Taylor Swift's team allegedly told Megan Thee Stallion not to date Travis Kelce. Travis and Megan almost dated before he went out with Taylor Swift, and apparently Taylor's team found out about it and shut that down before it could even start. And she made sure that she was the one that Travis was.
Reddit sleuths even dug up old photos comparing Kelce to past companions, which only fueled the will they or won't they chatter. Here's the thing. None of this has ever been confirmed, and it probably never will be, but fans are eating it up anyway. The formula is classic. Travis meets someone interesting, social media explodes, Taylor Swift quietly exerts her influence, and a TikTok goes viral. Mix in a Gladiator Pepsi vibe, add a hint of subtle tension, and suddenly you've got the kind of story that keeps feeds buzzing for days. Meanwhile, the main event is finally here. Wedding bells for Taylor and Travis. The NFL offseason isn't about plays right now. It's about flower arrangements and seating charts, as Travis dives into planning with his fiancée. Since their engagement in August 2025, Taylor has been balancing her usual whirlwind, releasing her 12th studio album, The Life of a Showgirl, in October, while orchestrating what insiders are calling the floral event of the year. And when we say floral, we mean massive. Estimates range from 100,000 to over 1 million blooms. One source even suggested Taylor could easily spend $1 million just on flowers. Pulling this off will take a production team so large it could rival a marching band. Only instead of instruments, they'll be wielding roses, lilies, and maybe a few sunflowers for dramatic effect.
Invited you to her wedding.
I can say nothing.
That means it's happening.
I've signed so many NDAs.
Is next year the wedding year? Is that when it's happening?
Oh, you'll know. Just meaning that I was going to invite you to it.
If you're inviting me, it's very big.
And yes, you're officially invited. This wedding is shaping up to be huge. Rumor has it the big day is scheduled for June 13th in Rhode Island, where Swift owns a luxurious home, providing the perfect backdrop for what insiders are calling a castle of petals. With Travis's gladiator-like presence and Taylor's showgirl flair, it's starting to feel like a rom-com meets Game of Thrones. Meanwhile, Taylor hasn't slowed down on the music front. Her 12th album, The Life of a Showgirl, has been topping charts and collecting accolades, with sources describing it as her emotional empire, built from every challenge life has thrown at her. The album blends sharp storytelling, triumph, personal insight, and even a few nods to her fiancé's influence. Rolling Stone insiders called it a sonic journey, exploring themes of resilience and growth, perhaps explaining why her Rhode Island wedding feels more like the building of a full-scale empire. Taylor has also made history as the first female artist to surpass 100 million certified album units across her catalog, proving she can dominate both the studio and her wedding plans simultaneously. While Travis celebrates touchdowns on the field, Taylor is orchestrating a million-flower masterpiece. Her team's meticulous attention to detail promises a wedding as strategically executed as one of Kelce's game-winning plays. But Taylor's influence isn't just in music and weddings. It's also making waves in economics. A new book, Swiftonomics, explores how Taylor's fanbase drives significant economic power, highlighting how she has turned her community of supporters into a collective force. The author, a professor at the University of Kansas, specializes in measuring the value of care work and unpaid labor, showing how Taylor's example taps into invisible productivity and collective influence, turning fandom energy into a measurable force in the marketplace.
Creating the first national data infrastructure of real-time caregiver-centered labor market insights. By pairing a large-scale longitudinal survey of more than 10,000 women with monthly caregiver-centered labor market indicators published through the Care Board, we will transform fragmented data into a sustained public reporting.
Essentially, the book highlights that the work women do that doesn't get paid still drives economies. It just doesn't show up in official statistics. Taylor Swift, with her sharp instincts and deep connection to her audience, is a glittering real-world example of that principle. She's been playing chess while others play checkers. Her Eras tour was carefully structured around her lifestyle, with weekend shows and weekdays at home, a strategy most artists could only dream of. Her albums are full of stories that are personal yet relatable, allowing fans to see themselves in the narrative. One track even turns a mentor's influence into a self-empowerment anthem, demonstrating how personal experience can translate into social and cultural influence. Economists have debated the book because it centers on a blonde pop star in sparkly boots, far from the traditional image of economic power, but that's the point. Taylor demonstrates how women wield influence both culturally and financially. Her largely female fanbase makes her a powerhouse without her ever touching a spreadsheet. Beyond music and tours, her decisions, from merch drops to album releases and even lyrical messaging, create tangible economic impact that conventional models often overlook. Professor Misty argues that it's time to rethink how we measure economic power, accounting for both the visible and invisible contributions that women like Swift bring to the table.
After the Eras Tour, I think it was over 10 million people who actually attended the Eras Tour and saw her in concert, over $2 billion in earnings from the tour. And, it was just such a delight for so many people to see her out there perform. And if you watch the docuseries, which I woke up at 2 a.m. to watch it.
Taylor may be constantly in the spotlight, but countless women do invisible work every day, balancing jobs, caregiving, and life's chaos without recognition. Swift's fanbase and carefully planned career moves demonstrate how powerful this kind of influence can be when it's acknowledged and leveraged. Sources suggest that initiatives like the Care Board could even reshape how federal economic tracking measures work, putting caregivers and undervalued labor front and center in official statistics. So while Taylor is topping charts, planning weddings, and releasing albums, she's also unintentionally starring in a real-world case study showing how women's labor, both visible and invisible, drives economies, proving that pop stardom and economic influence can go hand in hand, glitter boots and all. Meanwhile, the Super Bowl world had its own pop culture twist, courtesy of Tony Romo. The former Cowboys QB turned commentator is known for his playful streak. He admitted to stirring fan chatter on purpose during a big game when Taylor flew in from Tokyo to cheer on Travis Kelce. Romo seems to enjoy nudging the internet into a frenzy. Case in point, during the Super Bowl in Las Vegas, he jokingly referred to Taylor as Kelce's wife, even though they had only been engaged a few months.
Kelce's wife, Taylor Swift in the audience, girlfriend.
He later admitted it was completely intentional, designed to make viewers do a double take and speculate whether he had insider information. A perfect example of Romo's playful trolling style.
And everyone looks into it so much, it's like, just a comment, just a joke.
Romo thrives on walking the line between insight and chaos, teasing fans without ever officially confirming anything. He even admitted it's a challenge to hold back on other Taylor-centered jokes, treating a Super Bowl broadcast like a mix of improv, commentary, and social experiment. And the audience loved it. Social media exploded. Reactions ranged from "Wait, did he just say that?" to memes dubbing him the ultimate sports gossip ninja. Romo seems to have realized that if you can't beat the pop culture wave, you might as well ride it live on air. Even during the 2025 season, his radio appearances carried the same playful, chaotic energy, acknowledging that live commentary is messy, 3.5 hours on air juggling play-by-play reactions and did he really just say that? Moments. Alongside partner Jim Nantz, Romo returns to the CBS booth for the 2026 season, locked in through 2030, ensuring plenty more moments of live sports mischief with a side of pop culture drama.
Kelce's wife, Taylor Swift, in the audience, or I'm sorry, girlfriend. Not yet. What?
And that's a wrap for today's video. Thanks for watching and we'll catch you next time.